Hello everyone and welcome back to our little hair cutting series. In this video I'm going to do another bob, but I'm going to do the second way that I cut bobs, which is little soft chips. And I'm also going to change it up a little bit and I'm going to do an undercut using my texturizing scissors. So I'm going to section from the top of the head down to the ears on each side. And then I'm going to section out how much hair I want for the undercut. With undercuts, you can do as little as you like, and you try not to go above the O bone because it just will not blend into the haircut if you do that. The reason why I like to do undercuts is if you have somebody who has a bob who doesn't wear their hair up ever, and they don't mind it being shorter underneath, then it definitely makes the bob sit so much more beautiful because you don't have all this bulk underneath here. So if you can and your client will allow you, I highly recommend adding a small undercut to your bob. I also find doing it with the texturizers, it's not like clippering. So you're still keeping it that little bit soft and that little bit feminine. I know what some women are worried about getting an undercut is when you think undercut, you think like a clippered undercut, which can be very not flattering. So I think it is important to educate your clients if you are going to do one, or explain it properly to them, to be like, there is a way we can do it. So it will be soft. So when you do wear your hair up at all for the gym or something, it isn't just gonna look like a shaved bit underneath. So I'm going to use the crocodile texturizers. These are the texturizers that can look that little bit aggressive, but when they're used properly, they are not aggressive at all. If not, they're softer than just the general texturizers. I'm going to go in with a scissor over comb kind of technique, and we're going to over direct all the way up to the top line. So using your comb, over direct all the way up. And then we're gonna have the blade on the bottom. I'm just gonna continue to open and close the scissors in the one spot, which is just gonna take all that length off. Just pull some hair away. And so you can already see when you comb that down, how beautiful and soft it is. And so same around the sides, over directing all the way up, and then just opening and closing, drag the hair out, flick it off. You almost need to reset a couple of times just to remove the hair. And again, combing it down. So ignore this length here because we're going to cut that in the next part. So I'm going to go through with the Stingray scissors and just establish a guideline before we start going through and chipping. The Stingray scissors are the blunt cutters. When I'm chipping, like I explained with the solid haircut, I like to rest the scissors on my ring finger, and then that way it keeps the scissors a lot more stable while I'm cutting. So I'm using my 7-inch point cutters, which I'm pretty sure these are the Fiji GDF. Doing the smallest little chips is what's going to help you get a nice soft edge. And then just checking your lengths before you continue on. And so when you get to this point, it's really important to go straight down from the O bone, because again, if you're pushing it tight right into the neck, then you're going to create reverse graduation, and then you're going to have long bits in underneath. So just going straight down at natural fall from the O bone. You can see already from the side how less bulky it is through the back there. The same as our last bob, I'm going to do each side just around the ears just to make sure that the lengths are the same. And again, just not pulling it too tight over the ears. And little small chips. Pretty bang on. Good. All right, so we'll move back to the one side and work our way up. I really like doing this chipping technique for a lot of my lob haircuts as well, and also long hair too. I don't often do a straight solid cut. And so again, just going to show you from this angle, resting your scissors on your ring finger, which just gives you that support as you go across. This is how I do my soft bob with an undercut in there. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned some tips and tricks on cutting a bob. In the next video, I'm going to cut some bangs into this haircut. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.